It's Week 8 of the NFL, and we'll see the Cowboys Offensive Player of the Year. He did it all for him last week, an absolute ton of yardage with a touchdown on top of it. It's the Cowboys and the Commanders, all that and more, coming up next on EA Sports.
We've had spotty showers since about 7 a.m. here in D.C., and the radar indicates it's going to continue, but nothing to stop football from happening at FedEx Field. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Washington Commanders. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about this Commanders team coming into play here today. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. No run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. And they'll be led out by their 8th-year quarterback.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 5 catches, 52 yards.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out, how vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 7.
At the 41-yard line.
McCaffrey on the counter, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Now Pickett. And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. Washington going to send out their punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Now we'll see what the right arm of Dak Prescott has in store as the Dallas Cowboys offense sets up shop.
And for how good he is throwing the ball, it's his running that makes him so dangerous. He had a couple of touchdowns on the ground in last week's game, so we'll see what they dial up for him for this one.
Play action now, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there at 22. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. The numbers for him from a week ago. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
Here's Prescott. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 26. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And he's got this to Jefferson. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one goes for 24 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
And they'll run again. And he's not going too far. In fact, stopped dead in his tracks at the 3. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Prescott on 3rd and goal. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Puka Nacua, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games, and another good start to this one, out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
A good hold of these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Commander's going to retake the field for drive number 2. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Pickett with a quick throw out wide. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 34-yard line.
And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
Brought down
After watching that play result, it took me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and we asked him, so how you plan to move the ball against this defense?
He didn't really tip his hand, did he?
No, he didn't. I think it's because he really didn't have an answer. He wasn't quite sure how he was going to get it done, and that play showed us exactly why he was worried.
Yeah, this #1 defense, they can put that on their highlight reel. They have been able to stop the run all season long. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
47-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Pickett now from the gun here. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 35. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post-route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett trying to lay one up deep. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. A great effort there. 35 yards. And the Commanders are an extra point away from evening this one up. And right there, that fade route, that can be tough to stop.
If you've got the proper matchup and you've got a wide receiver who knows how to go up and get the football, the fade is really, really tough to stop, especially if the quarterback puts it in the right area.
Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. 2nd drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. A handoff as they run the counter play. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Throwing, Prescott. And that is incomplete. When you look at this defense, they enter play 1 from the bottom, number 31 in the league, Charles, against the run.
And that's been an Achilles heel for them all season long, being able to play against the run, being able to slow teams down. But it's not just that. When you give up big chunks of yardage in the running game, it also opens up the passing options for the team you're playing as well. So typically, when you don't play the run well, you're getting hit in all phases.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And in this first quarter play, this will remain a tie ball game.
Wow, partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a holder set up on the other side of midfield. I haven't brought out my binoculars to make sure on that one. That is showing an awful lot of confidence in the kicker to try and hit from 61 yards. And this one winds up no good.
Pickett now to throw off the play fake. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 33 yards that time.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
Off the play fake, here's Pickett. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. 2nd and 10. Off play action. Pickett. And he's got McCaffrey open. Complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Pickett will look to throw it here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Bad place to fumble down here in the red zone. At least they got it. They'll have another shot. Or no, they won't have another shot. It's going to be fourth down. Maybe they can at least salvage 3.
And they were thinking 6 points because at this position of the field, it's go time, right? You take your shots at the end zone. They weren't able to do that one. So you look over at the sideline. There's the head coach saying, oh, heck, kick it. Field goal time.
York able to send this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they were in field goal range last time out, but couldn't connect. And now off to the races, down the right side. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. A handoff as they run the counter play. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Prescott. And his throw is incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Prescott to throw it. Got his open man. It's Carr. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
On third down, it's Prescott. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 20-yard line. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. The Cowboys at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row. And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
The coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
And his kick is good. And that will knot us up at 10. So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Yeah, and sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. It can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Second and 10. At the 27.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Washington going to send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken from just outside the 30. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Quality coverage that time. The save down has been the main source of offense against them thus far. Got to find a way to slow down the ball in the air.
Prescott. The short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It'll be just an 18-yard punt. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. And the Washington offense heading out. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Pickett to throw on 1st down. Quick throw, that's complete on the inside slant. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down. Up the gut, McCaffrey. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Pickett sets up play action. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. Back to throw, Pickett. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Micah Parsons in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Pickett back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Looking to throw, Pickett. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
York able to send this one through. And they will will take the lead at 13-10. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Dallas offense set for this next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
At the 32-yard line.
On second down, they'll run it here. Gets around him, and he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Second down and 4.
At the 48-yard line.
Prescott now. Going right back to Ferguson. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the third down. Blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Pickett now on first down. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now Pickett. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. We'll get started up at Cleveland Browns Stadium in Cleveland, and it's the Browns who have the lead in the second quarter. Joe Burrow has thrown a touchdown pass. From there, we'll stay in the AFC North as we head to the Confluence to check on the Steelers at home in Pittsburgh. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Indianapolis Colts. Desmond Ridder, excellent in the victory, as it's one that pushes his guys 2 games above 500. Lastly, let's motor up to
to the Motor City. See what's happening with the Lions at home at Ford Field. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Trey Lance with a couple of touchdown passes. We just watched a very good first half out of quarterback Kenny Pickett. He had a touchdown pass in that first half, helping his guys to a halftime advantage. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This is a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this third quarter. And this offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
To throw is Prescott. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. Looking to throw. Prescott. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 33. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. First down, Prescott to Jefferson on the slant. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Oftentimes we think of those tough yards as grinding yards that a running back has to pick up. How about the tight end there picking up the first down in that situation?
That's what he's there for, right?
Big fella, get it to him, let him fight off some people and pick up the necessary yardage.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. It's Jair Brown who's got it. And the Commanders are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
They were well aware of the scoreboard as they went into halftime, and they know how tough it's been to put up any kind of points. But if there's a positive after that play, is that they were able to take a shot at the end zone on their opening drive of this half. The negative, though, that shot at 6 ended in an interception, and we know that's not going to jumpstart this struggling offense.
First possession of the second half now for Washington. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. He's going to loft one deep left side here. They got his man complete. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Pickett now to throw off the play fake. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here, 3rd and a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Off the play fake, here's Pickett. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Rashawn Gary with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
On for the field goal. A 26-yard attempt.
York able to send this one through, and that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The time to get another look at this Cowboys offense. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. Here's 3rd down and 4. Prescott. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far. And anytime we see a kicker trot out to try and run for 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
So here is Washington now to take over. They were winners last week, defeating the New York Giants. They lead this one as well right now as they come up 1st and 10. Pickett. Complete. And he'll go down behind before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards that time. Pickett will look to throw it here. Being chased out left. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down at a 21-yard gain.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Pickett. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Call it a big loss of 10 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
A 36-yard attempt.
York able to send this one through, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
He takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Prescott to throw it. He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
First down, Dallas.
Now Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Ferguson. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jake Ferguson. 26 yards. And the Cowboys are back within a score.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Aubrey now for the PAT. And the lead is down to 2. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Washington ready to try again on offense. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Looking for a slot man, and he's got it. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 33-yard line.
Looking to throw. Pickett. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now a 2nd and 10. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at FedEx Field. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 55 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And really a nice job there to make something out of that run, sidestepping defenders for a pickup of 4. 2nd and 6. They'll try to throw now. Prescott got his open man. It's Carr. Just a gain of a couple there. And now it's 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 21. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Prescott on 1st down. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Off the play fake, Prescott. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time to have a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. 9 yards on the carry there, but it'll be 4th down now. So a big one coming here for Brandon Aubrey. This for a 4th quarter lead. And his kick is indeed good, and they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And the Washington offense going back to work. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Oh, and that is incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Try him with Pickett here on 3rd down. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down.
Defense.
So pass interference the call, and that does not look to be going over too well on the defensive side.
Or on their sideline, because I believe their head coach is saying right now, hey, you've got to call that both ways.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Back to throw, Pickett. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
York on for the field goal. A 59-yard attempt.
York able to send this one through. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So it's another field goal here. He may need to ice his leg after this one. That's now 5 field goals converted in this game alone.
Yeah, get the trainer. They're going to need this guy. And they've needed every single one of the field goals he's made, too. If they're going to get out of here with a win, I say he gets a game ball.
Justin Jefferson and the rest of this offense, they've got their helmets back on, and they're ready for this next series.
Let's see here, Charles. 6 catches, over 100 yards. Call that a pretty good day at the office.
And I love the accumulation, the catches, the yardage. That means he's having a pretty good impact on this ball game and really helping his team out in a big way.
Means he wants the football again, right?
And it's funny because some of these receivers are very vocal about how much they're getting it. Others are quieter, but they still let you know, give me the ball, I'm going to make a play.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Going to be taken in here by Nakua.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Prescott down.
Going quickly there, but it's incomplete.
And that's a knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
And now a high kick trying to pin him back. Fair catch called for. No gimme in these conditions, but he's able to look this one in. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. And he couldn't get that one to his man. Short of him, it's low and incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Now Pickett.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
Pickett. And throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the 1st there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And out now come the Cowboys.
Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
And get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, oh.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Prescott. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Quick hitter here. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 23-yard line.
Prescott from the gun. The short one there taken in by Ferguson.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Throwing, Prescott. And Matthews has it right side. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Now Washington down by 1. 1:56 to go. Needing at least 40 yards, you'd have to think, to have a shot. Looking to throw here. Pickett. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Well, that's a good first step, but several steps still to go.
They still have time for the possible game-winning field goal. Time for them to be quick and hurry at the same time.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Pickett to throw to Guyton.
Can you do any more work or make it more for not much gain than what we just saw there. Did you see how his toes got down? Tip-tap, got him down. But what did he get out of it?
He sold the sizzle. He just had no steak.
I mean, was it 1 yard?
Yeah, plays like that, you at least expect a first down. They're just 1 yard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now Pickett. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Here's Pickett. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's third down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Fourth down now defensively. Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to almost certainly win the football game. And that is no good. And that'll keep this a 1-point game.
Yeah, Brandon, that's a tough distance with the game on the line because you'd like to give your kicker better odds than that. Anything 50-plus, we know it's going to be difficult. And that one proved to be just a little too difficult. And now it appears it's going to cost them the football game.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he will have a Cowboys first down, and that should be that. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They knew how to quiet this rival stadium, Charles. I mean, not only did they get the win, but they get the win by taking the lead in the fourth quarter to hand their division opponent a big loss.
And they're elated, and they should be, because they did exactly that. Went to a rival's house and stunned them, and did it with a fourth quarter comeback. And every team in the league prides itself on controlling the fourth quarter. It's even more difficult when you don't do it at home against a division rival.
So for Dallas, the victory moves them to 7-1 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to the Windy City to take on the Bears. Meanwhile, for Washington, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.